They have a number of windows open. They've got the emails, bing, 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 bing. They have the phone next to the, which is messages coming there. Maybe they have some notes. Maybe they left a paper on the desk as a reminder that they have to do something about a third issue. Something that's really troubling you, like you really have to have a delicate discussion with somebody in your team because they've done something wrong or because they are aggressive to their colleagues. Don't postpone it. Do it right away.
And the second thing I heard that was very powerful there, Emil, is that when you do start having any kind of illumination, whether it's advisory through to a warning, through to something more serious, that you need to address them and address them one at a time as they come up. Otherwise, there's going to be a compounding effect. And before you know it, you're in complete overload in terms of sensory and everything that's going on around you. So Octavian, hopefully my interpretation's good. How do you translate that into the business world, that lesson, when you're with your clients?
In a cockpit, there are lots of indicators or buttons, but they're not lit. When there is light to them, then you need to do something. But otherwise, it's not there. What would be the equivalent of that in a physical cockpit? Your desk, your computer, for instance. Many people, when they work, they have a number of windows open. They've got the emails, bing, 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 bing. They have the phone next to the, which is messages coming there. Maybe they have some notes. Maybe they left a paper on the desk as a reminder that they have to do something about a third issue, and which is probably aggravates things if they're working from home. Maybe they are in the kitchen, there's some soup cooking, or the child is doing something. Now, obviously that is too much. And in aviation, everything is optimized. They don't want to overwhelm the crew. They don't want to because then that's not good for anybody. In our home office, work office, wherever that is, it is us who need to clean things up around us. Don't open too many windows, switch off your mobile, or at least turn it on silent, put it in a different room if you want to really focus on something for 1 hour or 30 minutes. Keep your desk tidy and things like that. This is on a physical level. On a mental level, there are things in our mind. I need to have a delicate discussion with that person. I need to do this. I need to do that. Make a note of them. And if there's something that's really troubling you, like you really have to have a delicate discussion with somebody in your team because they've done something wrong or because they are aggressive to their colleagues, don't postpone it. Do it right away. Because if you postpone it, nothing good will come out of it. Maybe they'll be better. No, they won't be better. They'll be more aggressive, and the people in the team will see that nothing is being done. So the best will leave and things like that. So if you have stuff that is on your mind, address it right away. Or at least if you cannot address it entirely, at least do the first step. You might say, I have to talk to my own boss about that. Fine. Send an email to schedule a call with your boss for next Tuesday at 2 p.m. or whenever that is. If you've done that, okay, there's nothing else I need to do that. So it's a leader's job to bring clarity to the team. Right? So you could say dark cockpit and aviation is about managing complexity. It's a leader's role. It's acceptable if there's a new employee just got employed here 2 weeks ago. There's a mess in his head because he doesn't know. That's fine. That's okay. But if there's chaos in a leader's mind, that's not good for anybody. So it's about managing complexity, simplifying what you can, and organizing the rest.
The way we wrote the book, we understand that there's a huge know-how in aviation. We can borrow to other domains, but we never in the book, we were thinking of giving lessons to someone or to look down on someone. Look, if you don't do like this, you're doomed. If you don't do like this, you're not a good leader. If you don't do like this, you cannot communicate well. No, what we did is that we picked some of mine experience in flying, or some of the lessons from aviation, because they're not all happened to me. Fortunately, you'll see the greatest accident in modern aviation. But we took the lessons out of there and we showed to our readers how the things were done then and how the things are done now. So what we learned from that unfortunate event, or what we learned from that incident, what we learned from miscommunication. And this is the way the book is written. We don't look down on nobody. So we don't pretend to be someone, a professor. We look down on our students and to discipline them.
Then the other part about if there is something going on in your team or in your workplace, ignoring it, if it's a problem, it only snowballs. It only gets worse if you do not address it. And part of what Emil and Octavian are sharing with us, it's also going to play on your mind until you have addressed it. So it's in your own interest to declutter your mind by just nipping it in the bud and making sure that you do address it.